Hello everyone, and thank you very much for joining us today in this new Arduino Cloud webinar. Today I think we have a very interesting topic that I think that it can be very insightful for all of you, as we are going to explore the latest features that have been included in the Arduino Cloud during the last months. My name is David Beamonte and I am the product manager for the Arduino Cloud. I will be the main presenter today, but I will also have the collaboration from other people. Christian, who is live with me today, will help me answer your questions. So hello, Christian.
Hello, everybody, and welcome.
Hello. But we will also have the collaboration of Carl and Jacob from the content team, who will show us on a couple of videos some real use cases of the new features that we are going to present. This is the agenda of the webinar. For those who might not know what the Arduino Cloud is, I will do a short introduction and then I will jump directly to present the latest news and features that we have introduced in the platform. At the end of the presentation, I will give you a sneak peek into the exciting feature of the Arduino Cloud, and which I think that will be very interesting for all of you. Just a couple of notes about Crowdcast, about the webinar platform. During the webinar, you can use the Ask a Question section that you can find on the bar on the bottom side of your screen to ask your questions or doubts. Okay, we will try to answer them there in that section during the presentation, but we will reserve some time at the end of the webinar to read them and answer them out loud too. Okay, please, we encourage you to use that instead of the chat, as it will be easier for us to handle all the questions. We will also post some polls during the webinar. We would really appreciate it if you could fill them out, as your answers give us very valuable information to improve the platform. So, okay, without further ado, as we have a lot of topics to discuss today, let's get started and begin with the presentation. And first, let's start introducing the Arduino Cloud. I guess that all of you are here because you are Arduino lovers, and that is because Arduino has made IoT and do-it-yourself simple and accessible for everybody. And it is important to highlight, and that's something that I always do in all my presentations, that the Arduino Cloud shares the same goal. We want to keep it simple and accessible for everyone. Creating connected devices that can be managed from the cloud should be easy both for beginners and skilled users. And as we will see throughout the whole presentation, that's our main goal. So this is something that I always like to emphasize at the beginning of all Arduino Cloud presentations. That said, let's get started with the basics. The Arduino Cloud is a concept that identifies the whole platform. It's an all-in-one platform that can be used for development, deployment, and device monitoring and control. The platform has two main applications, the online web editor and the IoT Cloud. On the one hand, the web editor is the online alternative to the classic Arduino IDE. It is the easiest way to get started with Arduino programming. It is zero touch, as you don't have to install the application. You don't have to bother with the application dependencies and configuration, or you don't even have to install and manage the libraries. On the other hand, the IoT Cloud is the application that enables you to manage and monitor your devices and their data on the field. That's the one that we are going to focus on mostly today. But before that, let's dive a little bit deeper on the two applications and give some details. The web editor is the way you have to interact with your firmware of your devices. You can modify your sketch and program the devices there. The initial phases of the development are typically done with your device connected to your PC via USB. And for that, the Arduino Create Agent is an application that you install locally on your PC that enables the cloud to communicate with the device in order to program it. Alternatively, once programmed, the devices can be updated without cables using the over-the-air feature. You have also the ability to store all your sketches in the Arduino Cloud, and the web editor gives you the ability to manage and share them. On the other hand, we have the IoT Cloud platform, which is the way you have to interact with your devices once they have been programmed. You can connect your devices and define the variables that you want to synchronize with the cloud with bidirectional communication. Those variables can be managed from the dashboards using a set of widgets. And those widgets enable you to send actions to your devices or show the real-time or historical data of your devices. The IoT Cloud additionally has a simplified version of the web editor, where the sketches of the things can be edited. This is very, very, very useful for beginners who could be somehow overwhelmed with all the web editor features and just want to focus on the sketch associated with their thing. But it can also be convenient for skilled users. And it is also using the Create Engine agent underneath. You can access the IoT Cloud in many different ways. The most straightforward way is to use the web browser, but you can also access your dashboards from anywhere using the mobile phone and the Arduino IoT Remote app, which is available from the Google Play and App Store. Additionally, there are many other advanced ways to interact with the IoT Cloud that can be useful depending on the use case. For instance, using the command line tool called Cloud CLI, that can be very convenient for users that want to automate tasks using scripts. That's one of the tools that we are going to present today. Similarly, the API can be used to automate tasks or perform integration with other platforms. Some clients in different programming languages can be used as a wrapper for the API instead of using the API directly. And finally, you can use also Node-RED because we have Node-RED nodes. And last but not least, we have the integrations with several third-party platforms like Alexa, ESP32 and Make.com or Zapier. So basically the process is a three-step process. First, we develop online with different options depending on the needs and skills. You can use the ready-to-use templates for an out-of-the-box experience. You can use the automatically generated sketches that you can complete with your own code, or you can use the web editor to have the full Arduino IDE experience, but online. In order to program the devices, this can be done with the traditional USB programming, as I said, over-the-air updates, or through the command line. And finally, you can monitor and control the devices with the IoT Cloud. But what is the hardware that it is compatible with Arduino Cloud? Okay, let's start with the web editor. As you can see, all the boards that are supported by traditional Arduino IDE are also supported by the web editor. Remember that you can sync your sketches between your local IDE and the cloud, so you can choose the right environment for you, either locally or online. The IoT Cloud is a little bit more restrictive, but it is for a very good reason. Only connected devices that can send data to the internet are supported. Mainly, this includes most of the Arduino Maker and Nano boards, and of course the popular ESP32 and ESP8266 connected devices. Okay, those were the basics and the introduction, so let's jump into the most interesting part of the presentation and let's see what's new on the Arduino Cloud. The first thing that I want to speak about is the new supported hardware. Arduino is continuously releasing new boards and kits, and as soon as a new connected board is released, we include the IoT Cloud support. As an example, during the last months, we have added support to the Opta Portenta H7 Giga or the recent plant watering kit. But the IoT Cloud is not constrained to Arduino boards, and so we are not leaving behind ESP32 users and boards. And we have included support for the C2, S2, and S3 platforms. Additionally, now it is also possible to do over-the-air updates for ESP32 platforms too. This was a feature only available for Arduino boards in the past. So let me show you a short video where Jacob will show how over-the-air updates work with ESP32 and how simple it is. While the video is played, I will probably post a couple of polls.
Today, I'm going to show you how to perform an over-the-air upload to an ESP32 development board using the Arduino IoT Cloud. To access the Arduino IoT Cloud, go to arduino.cc and log in or register if you haven't already done that. Then you can go to this menu in the top right and click on IoT Cloud. So I already have my device configured in the cloud. And now I'm going to upload a blink sketch just to test it out. Okay, so now the board is just blinking, an example we're all very familiar with. And now that we've got this basic blink example going on the ESP32 board, let's just change the code very slightly to make the LED blink a bit faster. But instead of uploading the code through USB like you would normally do, we're going to plug it into this wall adapter and upload the code over the air using the Wi-Fi module on the board instead. And as you can see, right now there's no connection between my computer and the board. And now that I'm in the Cloud Editor, I can go into the Sketch tab over here, and you can see that my board actually shows up as an over-the-air device. So what I can do now is I can go into the Sketch here, and I can lower this interval and press Upload. And there we go. Now we can see the LED is blinking a lot faster. It's pretty cool, huh? And that's about it. To use the over-the-air feature, you'll need an entry plan to the Arduino IoT Cloud service, which costs just $2 a month.
Okay, I think that this shows very well how easy it is to do over-the-air updates. This is actually as simple as uploading or upgrading a device using the cable. And it is very, very convenient feature if you're going to deploy your device in a remote location or low accessible location. Okay, for instance, in a wall box, in a garden, or I don't know, a technical ceiling, this kind of stuff. Okay, so let's move ahead and let's see one of the recently released features that we are more excited about, which is the phone as device feature. Before jumping into this, let me remind you that I have posted a couple of additional polls. Just take about a couple of minutes to answer them, please. Okay, the Arduino IoT Remote app, which I introduced earlier, which is available for Android and iOS, was designed with the goal to control and monitor your devices using the Arduino Cloud dashboards and offer full control in your hands from anywhere in the world. But in the past months, we went a big step further and enabled users to use the app as an IoT device, collecting information from the mobile phone sensors and sending them to the Arduino Cloud. This feature automatically creates in the Arduino Cloud everything needed to monitor the sensors, such as the device, the thing, and the dashboard. You know that starting to play with real hardware can be tricky for non-experienced users. Okay, so this feature enables users to get familiar with the IoT Cloud device management environment without having real hardware and using directly their own phone. Additionally, there is another cool feature that we introduced some months ago. You can continuously monitor the sensors with the app while it is in the background. And so you can use that data for real projects. Let's think about that a little bit. So you can imagine that a whole new world of possibilities opens up. You can now create applications that merge data from your phone with real-world applications. You can use, for instance, geofencing to define virtual geographic boundaries to trigger actions based on your location. And with that information, you can automate tasks at home based on your location. For instance, you can turn lights off when you leave and on when you return, or lock the doors, or adjust home climate control, or whatever. Or you can keep track of left people and get instant notifications if they leave designated areas, for instance. But you can use other sensors like the accelerometer. For instance, you can use the accelerometer to detect accidents when sharp decelerations are detected. Or you can use all this information to create fun projects, okay, like remotely controlling a robot with the mobile's accelerometer or creating a cool game. So only our imagination sets the boundaries of what you can do with this new feature. But what can be better than observing this feature in action? And yeah, we have here Carl with this pre-recorded video where he will show how to use the phone's accelerometer to switch on and off a light with a relay.
I'm going to show how to sync your phone's sensor data with the Arduino IoT Cloud. Smartphones have a lot of embedded sensors. It has a light sensor, it has an accelerometer, it has a GPS tracker, among other sensors. So this data can be accessed through the IoT remote app and then be synchronized to the Arduino IoT Cloud. And this means that you can actually synchronize your phone with another Arduino device, so essentially using the phone as an input. So I got the app installed here on my phone, and I'm logged in with my account. Once you're done setting that up, you'll be taken to a dashboard. And here you should be prompted if you want to enable it in background mode. And this basically allows your phone to send sensor data to the Arduino IoT Cloud without having the app open. So I'm going to activate that feature. So the next step, and we're going to do something fun here, is to use that as an input to turn on and off this light here. Basically, if we do this, it's going to send the data, and it's going to register that something is happening, like some threshold is met, and then it's going to turn on the lights. And whenever we do the same motion, it's going to turn off the light as well. In order to do so, we need to synchronize variables. So we need to synchronize the variable we have on the phone, which contains the accelerometer data, and we need to synchronize it with the Arduino device, which is going to activate the relay. So let's test it out. I've now synchronized the variables. And in theory now, if I pick up the phone and I make a rapid movement, we're going to see the light here come on. So I'm going to test it out. And switch it off. That's great. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you get some inspiration for your next project.
Okay, that was cool and fun at the same time. As you can see, there are plenty of applications that you can imagine using this new phone as device in background mode feature. There are some comments in the chat that I was reading while the video was played. Speaking about the quality of the audio, I changed the settings of my mic just in case there was some improvement. So, but in any case, the recording will be available at the end, okay, with the same URL as we are right now. Okay, we always record all the sessions, and you can watch them on demand later on. Okay, so let's move ahead and yeah, let's jump to this new feature. We are continuously listening to our users, and we always try to improve their user experience. And for that purpose, we have included a couple of new widgets and have many more in the pipeline, as well as some dashboard improvements. We recently announced an update of the percentage widget, which this latest update allows you to customize the widget with a variety of icons, which makes it easier to identify the purpose of the widget at a glance. You can choose from a range of predefined icons, including battery, temperature, storage, and more. Additionally, we have introduced the ability to set a threshold, and the widget's color will change when the value goes above or below a certain value, providing instant visual feedback. So whether you're tracking your device's battery life or monitoring your storage capacity, this is the perfect widget for keeping an eye on important metrics. We also recently released the new advanced chat widget. This new widget is a significant upgrade from the previous chat widget, offering more customization options and functionality that will make it easier than ever to visualize and analyze the device's data. It has the ability to display multiple variables in one chart, and so it allows for easy comparison of data points, and it makes it particularly useful for tracking multiple data streams such as temperature and humidity in a greenhouse or energy usage in a building, and this kind of use cases. Moreover, it is highly customizable, allowing users to adjust the colors and the types of the charts, the labels on the axis, the legend, and so on. And that makes the data easier to read and interpret. One limitation of the standard chat widget was the inability to display data over custom time periods. And this advanced chat widget offers the ability to select an arbitrary period of time, giving users access to the full history of their device data too. Of course, according to the retention period of their plan. This is a crucial advantage, I would say, for users who need to track long-term trends and patterns, and that enables them to make informed decisions based on their device's complete data history. These two widgets were long-term demands from our users, and we are really excited to bring them to life. But additionally, we introduced a couple of weeks ago a drop-down menu and a visual selector. Okay, so we are also continuously including new widgets. Next up, we have the Arduino Cloud CLI that I briefly introduced during the introduction. This is a very powerful tool that enables users to access the major features of Arduino IoT Cloud from a terminal. The Cloud CLI provides a new way to execute scripted operations on the Arduino Cloud, allowing for massive device provisioning and making it a long-time demanded feature for skilled users. With this new Cloud CLI, the Arduino IoT Cloud now has a full suite of tools available for every kind of user. You can, with the Arduino Cloud CLI, you can perform most of the tasks that can be done using the web interface, including, for instance, creating, deleting, and listing devices and things and dashboards. Things can also be bound to devices, and dashboards can also be managed in a very similar way. One of the key features of the Cloud CLI is the ability to download templates of the dashboards, devices, and things in different text formats, such as JSON or YAML. And this allows you to modify them, create copies of the entities with some of the properties changed, and import them again to the cloud. So that makes it easy to upload, to create new entities in the cloud and create slightly modified replicas of items. You also have the ability to deploy over-the-air updates to one or multiple devices. In summary, among many other use cases, the Cloud CLI is also very well suited for scenarios where mass scale and automated actions are needed. It can be easily integrated into scripts, making it possible to streamline the provisioning process and even hook it to automation scripts, for instance. Okay, and I have here a video showing how the Cloud CLI works, and let me show it and speak on top. First, let's see if it is not too technical and if you can see it. We can see all the available commands here. The first one is the completion one there, which gives you the code that you must paste in a profile script so that your the options are automatically completed with the tab key. Next, we have the credentials commands. We can see, for instance, where the file with the credentials are, or we can initialize the credentials with new ones, specifying an API key. Then we have the device commands. We can see here the list of commands, the list of devices, sorry. And also, those are the two devices that I have. And we can also see the fully qualified board names, FQBN, of the boards that we can use. So in this case, for instance, I'm going to create a Nano RP2040 Connect device. Okay, and I specify the fully qualified name and the port. Okay, then we have the list. We can see that it has been created, and then we have the things commands. We can see the list of things, and then we can extract, for instance, the information associated with one thing, and that's what we call a template. And we could reuse that information to create a new thing, importing the new template. Okay, just modifying something. Okay, and then what I have done here is to bind an existing thing that was connected to a Maker 1010 board to the device that I recently created, the Nano board. Okay, and yeah, and that's it. We can see that it has changed the device ID. It's very easy. And the final set of actions that we can do are related to the dashboards. We can list them, extract the templates, and create new dashboards, importing a modified template. Okay, so very similar. And that's it. That's a very, very, very quick walkthrough the Cloud CLI. I think it is a really powerful tool that many users actually value a lot and we're waiting for. Okay, let's move ahead, and Yeah, Arduino IoT Cloud templates are pre-built projects that enable users to deploy ready-to-use solutions with just one click, okay, to their devices. The theme and the dashboard are created automatically, requiring no programming knowledge. Okay, and during the latest months, a wide range of new templates have been added to the catalog. So let's see which ones. Let's just start with the Cloud Energy Meter, which lets you monitor your energy consumption using a Maker Wi-Fi 1010 board, a Maker 485 Shield, and a Modbus compatible energy meter. With this template, you can keep track of your energy consumption, and you can, of course, then reduce your electricity bill and try to limit your environmental impact, which is something that we are all very conscious about and aware of. Another cool and fun template is the I Love You pillow. This is, we all know that being without a special person in life can be difficult, but let's imagine that we can send some love and affection remotely over internet, just hugging a pillow. Okay, so as we can really send these virtual hugs, what we can send is a sweet emoji through a message, through a messaging app, triggered by ourselves, giving the pillow a hug. When you hug the pillow, you will hear the sound of a heartbeat coming from the buzzer, which is inside the pillow. And depending on the length of your hug, a different emoji will be sent to a chat box in the Arduino IoT Cloud remote app. For pet lovers, the Pavlov's cat template is a must try. Okay, this project lets you train your cat to respond to a sound, just like Pavlov's dogs. With this template, you can have fun with your cat while also exploring the capabilities of the Arduino Cloud. Or if you don't have any cats, you can create your own pet using the Nerd template. Okay, these are just fun projects, but you can create more practical ones, including, for instance, the plant communicator, which helps you to monitor your plants using the plant watering kit, which allows you to build a smart garden setup with a Nano RP24 Connect board, and a pump and a moisture sensor. These projects are perfect for those who want to develop their own green thumb and improve their gardening skills. So, in conclusion, the Arduino Cloud's new templates offer a wide range of possibilities for makers and developers, okay? And yeah, this allows you to monitor your energy consumption, train your cat, or build a smart garden very easily, okay? So, as I said, these projects are designed to be fun, educational, and also environmentally friendly. And they also serve to showcase the power and versatility of the Arduino IoT Cloud. And here again, we have Carl, who is going to show us how to deploy one of these templates.
I'm going to show you how the cloud templates work in the Arduino IoT Cloud. Cloud templates automatically configure your device. It uploads an example to your board and creates a dashboard. This is all done through a installation wizard, which you can do directly in the Arduino IoT Cloud. To use templates, you will need an Arduino.cc account. And if you don't have one, don't worry, it is free to create one. Once you're logged into your Arduino account, go to the Arduino IoT Cloud. Once you're there, go to the templates section. There's lots of templates to choose from, but we're going to choose the one that works on all boards, the Cloud Blink template. The Cloud Blink template will simply allow you to turn on or off the built-in LED on your board using a switch in a dashboard. To use this template, click on the Import template and follow the instructions. Once the installation is complete, you should have generated a thing and a dashboard. Inside your thing, you'll find your sketch and your variable configuration. You can access your newly created dashboard in the Dashboards tab. In our dashboard, we have a switch. So when we're flicking this switch, the light on the board will turn on. So we're going to click this little switch here. And as you can see, the light on the board has turned on. And now if we click it again, the light has turned off. And that's basically it. Templates are a really good way of getting started, as it does the entire installation process for you. You can fully modify your code and everything afterwards. So it's a great way of just getting everything working from the beginning.
As Carl was saying, yeah, templates are the perfect way for getting started with the IoT Cloud, because you can just not only have a real application, okay, some of them can serve as a real application, but they can be very insightful and educational, because you can learn how to start working with the platform, checking the sketches, the dashboards, and so on. Okay, and we are reaching the end of this webinar. We already showed some of the new features that have been included in the platform, but yeah, I wouldn't like to end without showing some of the new features that we are working on and will land very soon. So at Arduino, we are really committed to providing Arduino IoT Cloud compatibility for every new connected board that we announce. Okay, so we are also very focused on enhancing the platform to support other platforms and technologies. So stay tuned for new connected boards and kits announcements, as all of them will include Arduino IoT Cloud support. Also, one of the key areas that we are currently developing, and that will be one of the most important improvements for the platform, is event management and notifications. We are really excited about this feature, and we will share more details on this really soon. In addition to this, we are always working on introducing new widgets and further enhancing the dashboards. We have a good bunch of new improvements in the pipeline that will be progressively released. But that's not all. Okay, we are always listening to our users and trying to make their experience even better. And that's why we are also planning some major changes to both our web and IoT Cloud editors. And we will also renew the platform's navigation to make it even more intuitive and user-friendly. So yeah, we have exciting times ahead, and we are really excited about sharing more news on these new features soon. So yeah, this is the end. Let's review what we have seen today. During the webinar, we discussed that the Arduino Cloud is what the Arduino Cloud is and how it can help you with your IoT project. And we also introduced several new features that we've added to the platform, including support for new hardware, the ability to use your phone as a device, new widgets, and dashboard improvements, the Arduino Cloud command line interface, and new templates. Okay. So yeah, our team has been working very hard to make the Arduino Cloud even better, and we are really excited to share all these new features with you. Okay, let me post a couple of polls at the end. Okay, so thank you again for joining us today. Okay, and we look forward to seeing what you can create with the new Arduino Cloud features. And we really hope that you found this webinar informative and useful. Thank you very much. Let's keep in touch.
Thank you. Bye.